So how has our families made us very poor in African perspective? I will tell you one important thing that makes most of the Africans think backwards, remain poor, and are not developing very well. Now, one thing that is worth noting is that when you look at people from outside, especially the families in the UK, Europe, and the like, most of those people have single families. They have stable families, riches are passed on, and even their families are really not disintegrated like compared to the African. For us, the Africans, we still have polygamous families, we have extended families. Families are so huge. You find that their mother or a father has about 10 children, and this means that in amongst those 10 children they are even unable to provide them the basic needs that they need. As a result of that, children grow up with misunderstanding between their parents and themselves. I'll give you an example. So when you have about 5 children in a family, you may be in a position that you are unable to provide for them all the necessary um, things that they need at that particular moment. Some may go into better schools, some may go in a poor school because you cannot afford. So because of that inequality, some of the children will not really like the parents' actions. So with time, as time goes on, so they will hate themselves. They hate themselves between the children. Even they hate their parents, and as a result of that, so now the children will not even make steps. They will start now hunting themselves in their heart. Me, I'm not liked. Me, I really am hated by even my parents. So they will not even make steps in doing the greater decisions, in making businesses and the like. So they will keep being pulled behind or backwards by the family, by where they are coming from. And that is the most important thing that I want us to discuss in this video. So the most common important thing that we need to fight as Africans, as you as a person from that humble family, is that you need to fight the fact that you feel like people have hated you. So you move and make a step. You take away all that thing of thinking that people are looking at you, they don't want you, your family has pulled you backwards, and you end up by not doing any activity that can lead into money. So if you're from a home that really has some misunderstandings, don't even say that these people are really the ones making me not move forward. So there was one person I knew, someone guy who is from a very poor family. This family is very poor. When I talk about being poor, it means that these people don't have even where to stay. They have a small grass thatched house. They did not attend any education. They are very many in the family. They're about 10. They don't have access to good water or drinking water. The real poverty that you know. So this young boy was called Laban, was my friend, and what he did for him, he told me, Justus, I no longer want this. I know my family doesn't have money, we don't have anything to do, so but I'm going to make it. He started selling airtime. By then, airtime was being sold on small pieces of papers. You would buy a paper, scratch it, and then load airtime. So he started on that. Then later he went into vending petrol. He would vend petrol, sell it in jerry cans in the local village. So the boy started small. By now, the guy has money, has a car, has built a house, has bought land, and has already even married, and is putting his children in a better place. So the most important thing is that we need to avoid thinking about that the family is the one which is lagging us behind. And what you should do in order to avoid that is to say that these people produced me. Yes, I'm now an old person. I have to move on. You move on your own. Make steps and move out there. People are able to help us, but you are not making steps. People will not find you where you are seated. If you need help, you need to start moving. You need to go on the roadside. That's where people are going to meet you and give you a lift. If you're going somewhere very far, you cannot wait people to find in your home and give you a lift if you don't have money. You just have to stand on the roadside and start asking for people for help. So you need to start moving, and even the blessings will find you on the way as you start your journey on.